The Conversation Motivational Hour with your host, Minister Sian Rodney. The Conversation. Thank you for watching The Conversation Motivational Hour. We love you and cannot wait to see you in person.
This program is being sponsored by Conversational Merchandise Cravings. Visit us at conversationalmerchandisecravings.com. Purchase your cups, mugs, hats, hoodies, and much more. Conversationalmerchandisecravings.com.
Good morning, good day, good evening, good night. Welcome to our Sip and Chat with yours truly, SGGR, Sion Gregory Gooms Rodney. Welcome this morning in my neck of the woods. It's Monday, probably you're in Tuesday, or you are still in Sunday. Nevertheless, as you keep with them, Awara and Berbice, Caribbean country, Caribbean islands, South America, North America, Latin America, Central America, continent of Asia, and Africa. Once again, welcome to our Sip and Chat. You will be gelling with SGGR. You will be vibing with SGGR. We'll be having that discourse this morning. We'll be having that dialogue this morning. We'll be talking this morning, community, tribe, and village of the August platform, which is deemed to be the conversation. Of all the affiliates of the conversational platform, I want to shout out to our Conversation Motivational Date Night, all the audience supporters, covenant partners and donors, Conversation Motivational Hour, the Conversation Motivational Zero to Hero TV. Thanks to all those who are working in the background as we continue to develop this arm of the conversation platform. Conversation Motivational Small Business Community, Conversation Motivational Small Merchandise Craving, and Conversation Together We'll Rise Ministry in the East Coast Corridor in the country of Guyana. Once again, you will be gelling with your boy, SGGR. I want you to share this podcast near and far afield. Share it to your husband, share it to your wife, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your fiancé, your boo, your darling, your sweetheart, your godmother, your godfather, your godbrother, your godsister. Share this podcast to your friends, your colleague, your comrades. Share this podcast even to your enemies this morning. Share this podcast that someone can have a takeaway, that they can able to develop this zero to hero moment. They can able to move from zero to hero moment in every facet of their lives. As your motivational speaker, as your chaplain, as your life coach, as your mentor, as your pastor, I want to make sure that a job well done is one that causes you to move from your zero to hero moment, cause you to transcend better today than your yesterday, cause you to have a futuristic goal, moving from your today for a better tomorrow. So this morning you will be gelling with SGGR, Sion Gregory Gooms Rodney, providing leadership and guidance and vision for the conversation platform as we continue to evolve as a tribe, as we continue to evolve as a community, as we continue to evolve as a village, as we continue to evolve, whether you're broken or whole, as we continue to evolve, whether you're accepted or rejected, whether we continue to evolve from the penthouse or even under the bridge, as we continue to evolve, whether you're fragmented or you're whole, We continue to evolve whether you're sad or you're happy. Whether as we continue to evolve whether you're rejected or you're accepted. As we continue to evolve whether you are marginalized or are not marginalized. This morning, our job is that we must set our mindset to evolve from a place to getting better. Not from where we used to be. Not attain to where we want to be. But we are constantly evolving with the mindset that we are getting better. We are evolving in building paragraphs of our story. We are evolving in building pages to the book that one should be read of our story. We are building content that we can narrate our story. We are moving from our zero to our hero moment. We are overcoming by the words of our testimony. Our testimony we overcoming in that book. The testimony we overcoming in narrating the story. The testimony we overcoming in that stage play. The testimony we overcoming in acting in that movie. The testimony we are overcoming. Not where we came from, but where we are this morning. And this morning, we want to jaywalk, we want to somersault, we want to electric slide, we want to start this discourse even as the moment is now. Where you are from jail and prison, where you are from the nursing home, the long-term care facility, where you are from your lazy boy chair, from your couch, from your bed, from the break room of your job, listening from even the restroom on your job, which we call the toilet, wherever you are along the shoreline, just relaxing in the park. But this morning you'll be gelling and vibing with SGGR, Sion, Gregory Gomes, Rodney, where our mantra is value. We believe in the reciprocal nature of value. And this morning we value you and you value us. And together we are valuing each other. We are evolving because of the value we put on each other, the value of accepting each other, the value of accepting each other ideas, accepting each other role, accepting each other narrative, accepting each other whatever you have in your lexicon with an open mind that we all are evolving, taking each other along as we evolve to be better version of ourselves. Because I understand you go alone, you go very fast. You go with others, you go very far. And SGGR is providing guidance that all friends and family, donors, contributors, covenant partners, and all the part of the conversation platform, all the facets of the conversation platform. I want to let you know that we are evolving in value system as we value not where you want to be in the highest of value, but your value are going up every day. Your dividend is increasing every moment. I want to tell you this morning, you have something to bring to this discourse. You have something to add to this discourse. You have something to walk away for this discourse that you can walk away, that you can able to strengthen someone. You can able to encourage someone. You can help someone to understand that they are still in the game, and those who are not in the game, they can jump into the game because you leave the conversation with a takeaway. You have some nuggets that you can share. As Jesus said to Peter, when you overcome, you're going to teach them. Oh yes, when you're fully taught, you're going to teach them. You're teaching them of your overcoming experience. You're teaching them you overcome your anger management, Peter. You're teaching them how you overcome, oh yes, all the trials and the testing of your new job skill set as a disciple and so forth and such like. And this morning, as we jump into the discourse, oh yes, you are killing your own dream. You are your own dream killer this morning. And this morning, sometimes we look from the onset that we were taught that people kills our dream, that people are responsible for our dream not coming to fruition. We were taught sometimes that organization is responsible for our dream not coming to fruition. Sometimes we were taught that our friends are responsible for our dream not coming to fruition. Sometimes we were taught also that our place of operation, where our sphere of influence, are responsible for our dream not coming to fruition. We were also taught that our leaders or leadership is responsible for our dream not coming to fruition. In the confines, I want to put it into this confines here that we call all of the same and of the likes dream killers. But this morning, I want to put it from the standpoint, I want to put the context and the context, and I want to make the synergy with the content and the context, that you are your own dream killer. This morning, we're going to put the content into the context and form the synergy with the context and the content, that you are your own dream killer. Case in point, this morning, comfortability or being comfortable. Being comfortable is the greatest resources for you as a person to kill your own dream, making sure that your dream may not come to see the light of day. You are your own dream assassinator. You assassinate your own dream before they even get legs to gain momentum. You assassinate your own dream before they even embody themselves to take shape. You assassinate your own dream before they ever think of coming to the place of fruition. You are your own dream killer. Being comfortable. Being comfortable is one of the most assassination of a person's standpoint in killing their own dream. What does that mean? That I kill my own dream from being comfortable as GGR. I'm glad you asked, young man. I'm glad you asked, young woman. I'm glad you asked, grown and sexy. For all the years you overheard that people are responsible for your dream to die. Over the number of years you overheard that your organization are responsible for your dream to die. Over the number of years you understood that your parents are responsible for your dream to die. And here I am on this Monday or Tuesday or Sunday, I'm overheard from this young man. Oh yes, it's saying to me, I am responsible for killing my own dream. Yes, you heard correctly. Yes, you're reliably informed and spot on in the undertaking of an understanding that you are responsible to kill your own dream because you are comfortable. One case in point, you are comfortable in being lethargic, being lazy. Being lazy and being lethargic is the bedrock of being comfortably lazy. Being comfortable, lethargic. Being comfortable, lazy, you will never able to execute what warrants you for your dream to come to fruition. For example, being lethargic, being lazy will hinder you from being consistent. For your dream to come to the place that it can take shape, it can embodied on a place of working towards a metrocentrical point into your trajectory. So being comfortable, lazy, lethargic, what does that mean in lazy and comfortable? You were lazy and refusing to stand to a place of developing a momentum. To develop a momentum of a timing, constant timing. So you take the comfortableness of laziness, that whatever time I arrive, whatever time I arise, whatever time I get there, whatever time I turn on my computer, whatever time I put the microphone on, whenever time I get dressed, therefore, whatever will be the outcome, I will still have my dream accomplished. Therefore, no one will take you and your dream seriously. No one will take your dream and you seriously, because there is no consistency in your dream towards your dream. There's no consistency in you getting far, that even your dream will take embodiment, that someone on the organization, your leadership, your parents, your friend can take you very much serious as they ought to do, that your dream can come to fruition. Self-sabotage in what we call being comfortable, your dream will not see the light of day. You are your own dream killer this morning. You are your own dream killer, being comfortable. Oh yes, don't want to meet deadline that you yourself set for, and because you're lazy, fear, you're lazy, you're lethargic. Oh yes, you take time for granted. You take moments for granted, and therefore you comfortable taking times for granted. You are comfortable taking moments for granted. You are comfortable taking persons for granted. You're taking, oh yes, investors for granted, and therefore your comfortability will cause you in your laziness, comfortable being lazy, going wrong the perimeters, but not hitting into the core of understanding that you can come from a place and break forth from comfort to being uncomfortable, that your dream can come to fruition, that your dream can realize, that you can gain the momentum. And this morning we are forming the synergy with the context and the content. The context we are saying this morning is that your dream, oh yes, can be killed, can be hindered by yourself. You are your own dream killer. That's the context. The content this morning, being too comfortable will kill your dream. You being too comfortable, lazy, being too comfortable. Oh yes, you want to wake up and shower anytime you feel like. You want to get up and read every time you feel like. You want to get up and study anytime you feel like. And because of your letharginess, you're unscheduled. Oh yes, and therefore being comfortable in practicing the wrong concept and the wrong practice will cause you to kill your own dream. You are your own dream killer. I'm talking to CEOs this morning. I'm talking to leaders this morning. I'm talking to managers this morning. I'm talking to wives this morning. I'm talking to husbands this morning. I'm talking to Fortune 500 company owners this morning. Oh yes, you are your own dream killer this morning. I'm talking to presidents. I'm talking to opposition leaders. I am talking this morning, oh yes, the councilmen, the senators. Oh yes, I'm talking to the House of Representatives. I'm talking to the Congressional Black Caucus. For you to maintain, oh yes, your dream to come to fruition as a person that you want to be successful, you have to get rid of being comfortable in lethargic or laziness. That will be one of the greatest dilemma of you embodying comfortable being lazy. Comfortable being lazy, comfortable being lethargic. Case in point, as a minister of the gospel, as the pastor of the gospel of the Pentecostal circle, which I represent, Pentecostalism, who brought him after the reformists and so forth. But nevertheless, as a strong spiritual conviction, I want to put a supportive to the geek and the mogul of Christendom, that this morning the reason why the fig tree, oh yes, was cursed, that was placed in the garden, it refused to build and to bear figs, to bear fruit, because the tree become comfortable lethargically. The tree become comfortable, lazy. Thus it takes to sink its root a little deeper, that it can have the right nutrients, that it can able to inhale proper translocation, that it can able to manufacture its food. Translocation is where the minerals, they move from the root straight up to the leaf, and manufacture take place. The manufacturing of food take place, but the traveling of the nutrients is what we call translocation, where the root absorb from the minerals, oh yes, from the below the earth crust, and therefore the fig tree did not sink its root as deep as it should, that it can able to inhale translocation, oh yes, that they will able to embody, oh yes, the dream of manufacturing figs. And because the tree refused to sink its root a little deeper, oh glory to God, and therefore the laziness of the tree, therefore there were no translocation, and because there is no translocation, there can be no manufacturing of food. And therefore this morning, that's why Christ cursed the fig tree, and the fig tree wither and die. Why are you bitter at this juncture when your dream is not taking off? Why are you bitter at this juncture and everyone you're blaming for your dream not taking shape? Everyone you're blaming for your dream not embodying what it should have. Everyone you're blaming for your dream is not taking legs, because you refuse to sink your root deeper, that you can inhale translocation for manufacturing of food, because you are confined yourself to being comfortable. I'm speaking to your dream to be the best wife that you can be, the best wife to the husband, that you can stay married. Oh yes, that you can able to be the wife of the dream you can be, to be the wife that can be celebrated and not tolerated. But because of being comfortable in lethargicness, being comfortable in laziness, being comfortable of do what you're supposed to do, that is required of you, and it takes just a little more energy, just a little more effort, come on, to come out of your comfort zone, to come out of your comfortableness, to come out of your lethargicness, to come out of your laziness. I'm talking to husbands, for you to be the best husband you can be, to come out from your lethargicness, to come out from your laziness, to come out from your place that you are comfortable, and therefore that bars you from dreaming to be the best husband that you can be. I'm talking of children this morning. Because of laziness and lethargicness, you are so comfortable that it bars you from being the best children that you can be to your parents. Oh yes, because I'm talking to those in the institution of learning, because you're being so comfortable lethargically, being so comfortable lazy, therefore you cannot accomplish your dream to have the grade that you should have, to graduate with the GPA you should have, because you take the route of being lethargic and lazy and comfortable being lethargic and lazy. I want to let you know it's nobody's fault but yours, embodying what we call comfortability. Being comfortable cause you to be your own dream killer. You are your own dream killer. You kill your own dream from being lazy. You kill your own dream for being comfortable. You kill your own dream. Oh yes, I want to tell you, all it takes for the fig tree is just to sink its root a little deeper. All it takes from you is just a little more energy. All it takes from you is just a little more effort. All it takes from you to come out from being a casual thinker to being a critical thinker. All it takes from you is just to take one more leap of faith. All it takes from you is just one more leap of belief. Come out from your comfort zone of lethargicness. Come out from your comfort zone of laziness. The definition of insanity: being in sin, in laziness, need a greatest asterisk. Being in sin, in lethargicness, need the greatest asterisk to your name. Because insanity by definition, is doing the same thing and expect a different results. I'm here to humbly submit to you in your insaneness of comfortability, lethargically and lazy, you will never inherit the fruition of your dream. I'm calling you to hold yourself to accountability, to meet deadlines. I'm calling you to hold yourself accountable for you to ensure you find your rhythm, find your sweet spot, find what will get you into your element, that you can be on time, you can keep goals, you can meet deadline, and therefore you look much better in your future than you do right now. You look more greater in your future than you do right now. I humbly submit to you that you are your own dream killer in the confines that you are too comfortable being lazy. You're too comfortable being lethargic. I want to let you understand, out of the abundance of great expectation this morning, that you can take a time off from your mentor and allow me to mentor you for 5 minutes, that I want you to come out from the place of comfortability, of laziness and lethargicness. I'm asking you to take a time off from the person that even fathered you, to give me a few minutes to father you this morning, that you need to come out from the place of an insaneness of being too comfortable, being lethargic, or being lazy. I want to ask you to leave this morning to take from someone who would be influential to you, to give me a few moments of influence in your life, that you will come out from the place of being comfortable, being lethargic and lazy, that your dream will never come to fruition. I trust that you find your momentum. I trust that you gain your sweet spot and you're well on your way, owning your world center stage. With that being said, have a great and productive day. Compete with no one else, and compete with yourself to be the best version of who you are called to be. Gaining momentum, finding your sweet spot, and well on your way to own your world center stage. You're gelling with no other than SGGR as I continue in pursuant, celebrating my birthday, the 11th of September. It will conclude on the 11th of October. 1 month I'm celebrating. I am SGGR, my arch-strong celebration. I'm happy to be in the land of the living. I'm happy to be in the world at such a time like this, to be your mentor, and I'm glad to mentor you. And I'm happy that I'm celebrating one more time another milestone. As with this podcast also celebrating 8 years, as we continue to evolve, we continue to matriculate, we continue to embody each other as we are getting greater, and we are getting greater, and only greater we can be, not going alone, but together. We are going as a village, we are going as a community, and we are going as a tribe. God bless you.